In today's video, I'm going to tell you guys everything that I do in my daily grind inside of Diablo Immortal, and I'm going to also share with you things that I think you should do every single day to continuously progress your grind inside of the game and to be smart about it so you're not just wasting your time, especially if you're someone that doesn't have hours upon hours a day to play inside of Diablo Immortal. So I'm going to take you through what I do every single day and what things I think are the most important for the most progression in the least amount of time. So let's log in and see what's up. First of all, I click on the bell and I'm going to go over here to the Elder Rift. I'm going to collect my rare crest and we're going to start our grind up there. It's just what I typically do because I can click on it nice and easy. Takes me right there from wherever I am. If I'm in a zone, if I'm in West March, it doesn't matter. So I'm over here. Deus' Blessing. We claimed our rare crest. Beautiful stuff, which means I am also right now by the bounty board, which I will go to and I will accept all 4 of my bounties. From there, I come on over and we visit the Sanctum. I run the Sanctum every single day. Now, the question you may be asking is, why do you run the Sanctum every single day? And why is it important to run the Sanctum every single day? Now, you know, in your bag right here, guys, you have these keys, the aspirant keys. These are what are used to upgrade your, why don't I just show you? It makes it a little bit easier right here. It's going to help you upgrade your shrine right here, your Legacy of the Haradrim. All of these require our tokens up here. I don't even know what they're called. They're not gems, but kind of like that. And it's going to give you these bonuses that you see on the left-hand side of the screen. To get them, you have to run through the Sanctum. So I'm going to run through it with you right now. And you know what? We're going to see how long it actually takes to do. We're not going to do any cuts. We're going to legit take you through my true grind every single day. Now I'm going to go running through it. And the goal is to clear it, which means to completely kill all the enemies inside of here as quickly as possible. Now I'm using the Necromancer class and things do go pretty quickly with the Necro. Or I guess any class that you have grinded up to a decent level, you could get some really good progression with. Now I got one of these things on my leg. Always a pain when they get stuck on your leg. They slow you down. But we're going to make our way through. And I'm personally loving the Necro class, by the way, while we're sitting here. Especially if you're someone that kind of wants to be a little bit more hands-off in the game, not have to be as precise with everything that you do. Necro's a good class to do that with because you could kind of throw out your homies and they could kind of clear things out for you. All right, so we're almost already through the Sanctum. Now, there's something important to note. I'm getting aspirant keys for running through the Sanctum, but we're not going to use all of the aspirant keys that we get because when you save up approximately 370, I believe it is, of these aspirant keys, you could run to the end of this Sanctum and door upon door upon door, which again, I will show you. And at the end, you get a bonus chest. Inside of that bonus chest is going to give you more of those attributes that you need for those upgrades that we looked at when we were just initially entering the Sanctum. So let's go over here. We're going to put our bone armor on everything and just literally take down these blues so easily and so quickly. Loving this new Necro build. I'm missing one piece from this build. When I do get that one piece, I will be putting out a build video for you, which is what I believe to be the biggest DPS Necromancer inside of the game. All right, so we're at our final door right here. I am going to only spend, I believe it's 4 aspirant keys. Now we picked up 5 from the Sanctum, which means I'm going to be +1, plus you can get them throughout the game in other ways. I skip this one. I come here, 1 free, 2, that costs 1, this one here costs 2. So actually it only cost me 3 aspirant keys. You gain 5 aspirant keys from when you go and run the Sanctum, and then I'm going to leave. I am not going to go through this door. That takes us to the next room where there's more chests, more enemies, and I don't want to open up anymore because I want to continuously be able to get enough of those aspirant keys so that I can go to the final door, take the final chest, and get that bonus chest to get the most value. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to navigate my way up to the Hilts Trader because every single day it's important that you go to the Hilts Trader and buy certain things. We'll talk about that right now as well as we make our way over. Now notice, this is all routine for me. I try and do it the same every day. If the cycle is recently turned, you buy that chest, all right? When you can, get yourself the legendary crest. There's one every single month. Make sure you get that. Legendary item, you could get that if you want to. I typically do. A legendary gem, the Carson's Invigoration, I'll buy that for food, and I always get the Telluric Pearl. I'll skip rare crests. I'll hold off on normal gems. I will get 5 aspirant keys. And depending on your charm situation, if you're able to, get a weekly charm if your charm has work to do, which mine does, but I don't have that opportunity right now. Now with 651 Hilts, I'm going to actually buy 3 gems. That's going to take me to 600. I pick up Tourmaline. That's the ones that I think are the most valuable. And now we have no more to do right there. So what is the next step? The next step is going to be, for me, I like to go over to the market to see if I have anything that's for sale that I could grab platinum for, or if I have anything that I can sell on the market, because sometimes I'll have some gems left over from prior days, from running hidden lairs, or from running dungeons that I want to get up on the market so I can get platinum to make my way towards being profitable inside of the game, taking that platinum and using it to buy gems that I actually want to run. Now, I know I have a few things for sale. Look at this. We sold the skill stone. I put out a guide on how to sell skill stones. You know how everyone complains that when you have to work your charm, it costs 500 platinum? Well, you could take that 500 cost, you could sell your skill stone for around 2,000 platinum and you net around 1435. So, yeah, you could do pretty good with that. Actually, we got a little bit less. But you could get positive gains. Now, another thing, what I personally need, this is a piece of gear that I personally need, and it's a pair of pants for my necromancer to complete the build. Every day, and sometimes it's not in the beginning of the day, it depends on the gold that you have, I like to visit the Yakin, the Rarities and Antiques vendor. I only have 40,000, so I can only pick up 2 of these, but if you are a big grinder, and you get a lot of gold every day, you want to buy 10 mysterious weapons and 10 mysterious primary armors, because these are going to be the opportunities for you to get those legendary pieces of gear. You do not want to buy mystery secondary or mystery jewelry. Those are just not things that you want to focus on, at least at this point in time. So for me, since I need a pair of pants, I'm going to ignore the weapons. I have the weapons I need as my necro. I'm only going to focus on this, especially because it's hard to get enough gold to buy 10 primary mystery weapons and 10 primary armor. Remember, after you buy 10, the price goes from 16,592 to like 24,000. So it's only smart to buy 10 and then wait for the next day for it to refresh and buy 10 more. We're going to buy 2 of them. No luck. We didn't get any luck right there. So there's nothing we could do with it. So the next thing that I like to do, assuming you are a shadow, I'm going to go pick up a shadow contract from the bartender. That's going to give me the ability to just happen to run into a zone while I'm doing my bounties and cross paths with one of my shadow contracts, and it's just going to save me time. Accept the contract. It's now part of all of my to-dos over here. We're also going to come on over here. We'll see what kind of quests we have. Gain a Paragon level. Easy. The Rifts is always there, and complete 5 dungeons. Now, activities for the day, we already got this right here. Remember, your goal is to progress and complete your battle pass, because then you're going to be getting all the extra scrap materials and hilts every single time you progress your Paragon. And at this point in time, I typically am going to go up here, see what kind of mail we have. I got some Challenge Rift rewards. That's nice. We're going to collect our free chest every single day. It's never usually anything big. Today, yeah, nothing that big. It's okay. It's fine. It's all just free and you take advantage of it. And then I just like to go through and make sure that I click on every red dot because I'm OCD. I need to make sure that there are no red dots showing. We got our first kill of the day and I want to see what events are going on. So right now we have the Adventurer's Path. And I see if I defeat 15 monsters in the cemetery, need to make sure that I get that done, but I'm going to wait until my bounties are done because maybe some of my bounties will take place in that spot, and then I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and then defeat 1 elite monster in Ashwold cemeteries and collect gold. So these are pretty easy to do. That'll get me to the Telluric Pearl, and I'm well on my way to that legendary crest. So at this point, I make my move into the first of my bounties, which right now is going to be heading over to the Library of Zoltan Kulle. Remember, every day you want to complete, and I like to do it daily so it doesn't become overwhelming, because you could stack, I believe it's up to 4 days of bounties. No, it's 3 days of bounties, 24 bounties. And then it gets to the point where it doesn't save them anymore and you start losing them. So you could have up to 24 different bounties that you can run in one day, but it takes a lot of time to do that, and you got to actually sit down and, you know, get your grind on so that you could get that done. And if you're not someone that's a big grinder inside of the game, that may be a little bit overwhelming for you. So make sure that you are trying to do what's the best pace for you. Me, weekends I typically don't grind as much, so maybe on Monday I'll have more bounties to do. But not only the bounties are you trying to complete, you are also trying to pick up these monstrous essence because they are so important. Reason being, when you turn in your monstrous essence, because remember, every time you get 10 of them, let's see what I have right now. I'm holding on to 4 monstrous essence. I could get 10 of them, turn them into the Heraldric altar, and you'll see the counter come right up there. I have 5 out of 10. Once you turn them into the altar, you are guaranteed a legendary piece of gear. And that's, oh, I'm stuck. I want to get to that treasure goblin. You want to get that free legendary gear, especially when you're trying to grind for a particular piece of legendary gear. And even after you have everything unlocked, you're still always looking for a better, higher damage, better, just overall better piece of legendary gear that you could always work your essence into. All right, so we got all that stuff right now. And I'm going through trying to complete these bounties. And honestly, you could do them without even paying too much attention. So we're going to assume, I'm going to finish this one task right now. We got to kill 30 more enemies here. And then I will pretend, I will just say, let's just imagine that we completed all 4 of the bounties. And I'll take you through what the rest of my day looks like so that you're not actually with me here watching me do all of these bounties. Because typically they take me, it'll probably take me about 20 minutes to complete all the bounties that you need to complete for your bounties to be completed for the day. And I don't want to make that extra 20-minute element inside of this video. I think that'll keep you here a little bit longer than you want to be here. So we're going to just get this part done right here. We don't need many more. We're almost done. And you could always auto-navigate as well if you think that's a little bit easier. Just auto-navigate yourself around. It'll sometimes make it a little easier. But look at this. My spawns, they take care of everything. I just got to tell them what to do, where to go, and then they go take care of business. The power of the Necro. Oh, we have an experience thing here too. We're going to take the pool of reflection. Always take the pool of reflection because you're going to be getting blue globes for days, and then you're going to go pick them up and get that extra experience. So we're going to clean all this up. Did I actually just complete one of my bounties? Nope, I didn't complete one of them yet because I'm not taking down enemies that I need to take down to complete the bounty. Let's clean this up. Because I got the extra experience globes right now, that extra XP, I really like to take advantage of it and get as much experience as I can from any of the enemies that get taken down. I know there's a chest above me. I'm going to go down here. We're going to throw him right down there. We're going to throw bone spikes as well. Look at them just spike through everything, completely tear through everything. There's another monstrous essence we just picked up as well. And a little side tip here about Library of Zoltan Kuhl. I think this is the best zone to farm. Part of which because you can get these pages, which you can then open up little mini zones that you can go and get your some extra rewards from. Now, we completed one of the bounties. What I will typically do upon completing a bounty is return to Westmarch, turn in my bounties, and get 4 more. But I always am also looking for the dungeons. Now with one of the later updates, there is a thing on the side that tells you if there's a dungeon nearby, if there's a hidden lair, find a hidden lair that's in the area. You could navigate to the area and hit those lairs. That's how you're going to get those rare gems that you could sell for platinum. In addition to that, if I ever come across those, I will stop my bounties to grab them. But you also want to make sure that you run your dungeons. You want to run 3 dungeons a day because every time you run 3 dungeons, you're going to get 1 set item guaranteed right over here from your activity codex. Notice I have rewards claimed 0 out of 2. That means that yesterday and today I didn't run any dungeons. So today my job is to run 6 dungeons. That will guarantee me 2 set items that I want to use or that I need for my build. And if this can be stacked up to 3 days, so you can get up to 3, and then you start losing them. It doesn't stack anymore, just like your bounties. Now, a little pro tip here right now. When you go over here and you look at the bounties that you want to run, let's say I want to run the Rapids, right? If you click on the question mark, it'll show you what type of stuff that you can unlock right here. It'll show you the rewards that you can get for doing this. And there's something else that I wanted to show you too, but it's not showing it the way that I wanted it to show you. So unfortunately, I can't get it for you right now, but make sure that you go and get those set items. If you want to know what set items you're wearing, you could just obviously click through right here. And if you want to get some of the same set items to benefit and to kind of work with one another, make sure you use the proper dungeons that are going to get you the pieces that you want. And that's what I was trying to show you over here when I was going to these, but it doesn't, I forget what I was supposed to do to show you that. If I click on Bad Kings, no. Here, there you go. You click on the question mark, not the ones with the arrows up, I guess, and it'll show you what gear pieces you can get. And you can get all of the set information as well. So if you want to get a particular piece, you need to go to the dungeon that can drop you that particular piece. And you need to be a high enough hell level to get those particular pieces. So you click on the question mark, it shows you what available pieces there are for you. So wow. We packed a lot of information inside of this video here today, a lot of details about what I do every day, as well as some tips so you can get some of those regular gems as well. Because really, you can get 30 something of those regular gems, and if you sell all those in the market, you're able to get yourself some really good platinum per day. Let's say 10, you can sell 10 a day. That's like 3,000 platinum a day. That adds up really quickly inside of the game. And there's no reason not to do it. So dungeons and running those hidden lairs that we find, they're important. Hope this was helpful to you for new players or for just people that want to see how I grind through the game. Of course, I'll also do challenge rifts. I'll do elder rifts as well, but this is typically how I start the day. Then when I have a little bit more time in my hands later on, I'll run extra dungeons. I'll run some challenge rifts to try and get the upgrade materials for my secondary gear. And of course, when I get myself 10 legendary crests, I do a 10 legendary elder rift crest run and hope for something special. We just did one of those, I believe it was 2 days ago here on the channel. The question is, did I get anything good? I don't know, you'll have to go watch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on every day's videos here for Diablo Immortal. Thanks guys, I'll see you later.